Hello and welcome to Univah. In this video, we're going to work on an FBX 3D character exported from Real-Illusion's character creator. This video is perhaps one of the most important videos about Univah because we will show you the exact workflow you will use to improve the quality of any 3D model you import from other softwares. Alrighty, let's get started. Most of the work you do in Univah will be time spent working on the look of your 3D models. A lot of times, what looks good in one software does not translate well to other software. So while working on your characters in Real-Illusion's character creator, their digital human shader works on their system, but when you export those characters to other software, this is where the work has to be done in order to get things looking good. In Univah, our solution to that was to create a unified or universal shader system that is completely exposed to the end user so that you can tweak the most important parameters that improve the visual fidelity of 3D models. Why this is a big win for the CG artist. This is a dream come true for all artists because you no longer have to worry about your 3D model only looking good in a specific software. You can feel confident knowing your 3D models can work seamlessly with our universal shader system. In the past, CG artists worried about exporting their models to game engines because the game engines had their own look and often the models ended up looking washed out or too gamey. In Univah, since we are not a game engine, our focus is on providing offline quality renders in real time. We go far above game graphics for instant cinematic results. Alrighty, so welcome to the Universal Shader System in Univah. Let me walk you through it step by step as this is where you will spend most of your time when working in Univah. Step 1. Import your FBX 3D model into Univah. We made this character in Character Creator and we are now going to have to do some work to get it to look cinematic and ready for film production. Character Creator does not give specific names to each body part, so to make life easier on ourselves, I'm going to rename the parts of the body I know we will be working on. As you can see, by default, Character Creator names almost everything base body. So we don't really know which is the torso, arms, or face. Okay, I've found the eyelashes. Let's name it eyelashes. Notice, with the eyelash selected, I can increase or decrease ambient occlusion to darken the eyelashes a bit. Okay, that's good. Let's continue with the other body parts. Alrighty, we found the right eyeball. Now, in Character Creator, the eyes looked more alive than they do here. That's typically how it goes when you export from software to software. But thanks to the Univah shader system, you can easily fix that. Go to the Attribute Editor and click Per Object Styling. To give the eyes more life, the first thing we may want to do is lower the roughness so you get some reflections in the eyes. Depending on the look you're going for, you can add some metallicness to the eyes. Clear coat is typically very useful as an added layer for car paint or computer PC renders or even leather. Since we are working on eyes, we won't use clear coat. Sheen is good for cloth. Sheen is excellent for different kinds of fabric. I won't use it on the eyes. I like to add a bit of subsurface scattering to the eyes. Okay, so we've got one eye looking less flat and much more alive. Let's work on the other, and don't worry. We have amazing effects such as making the eyes watery for crying. We will go over those advanced features in Univah Pro. Perfect. Now for the left eye, we can follow the same steps to tweak the parameters. Oh dear, now he looks scary. We can give him pink eye very easily at this point. You can also blur the eyes to make him seem blind. Good, let's move on. For this video, we will just give him normal eyes. My arms look too dry and unrealistic. Human skin always has a bit of moisture and light reflectance to it. So let's add that now. I'm not going to make his arms too reflective, just a bit. There we go. Now his upper body looks more alive, like this is an actual person. He doesn't have that dry look that most 3D models often have when exported from software to software. Notice, Univah also does not wash out your characters. Your 3D models won't look washed out when you import them here. Now that we are working on boxers. This is fabric, so we will use sheen. The key to achieving realism is not to overdo it with these parameters. Okay, that's looking good. So the difference between the upper half of his body and the lower half is subsurface scattering. Notice the legs look dry compared to the upper half of his body. Let's work on his legs now to get it looking as good as we made the top half of his body look. We can transform the look of this gun with proper shading. Great. After we are done with the gun, let's do the legs. So, we show you this workflow so that the next time you create a character in CC4 or CC5, you will know how to name your models. Let's edit the legs a bit and add some subsurface scattering. There, around there looks realistic. Remember, the key to realism is actually to do less. Wow, okay, the SSS really makes a difference. Tweak these parameters based on if you are working on candle wax, skin or leather, even water. What do you think, guys? He looks good to go. Oh wow, those toenails look dead and dry. Let's bring his feet to life with better-looking toenails. Okay, I tried searching for toenails, but I remembered that these iClone characters don't have accurate naming per body part, so we will have to go through each body part until we find the toenails. I got lucky and found them quickly. Now I have renamed it toenails. These nails also apply to the fingers, so let's rename it. We don't want the finger and toenails looking so dead. I'm going to use subsurface scattering to bring them to life a bit. Much better. But I think it's too much. Play with these sliders until you achieve the look you want. Oh, that looks nice. You can of course also paint the fingernails like this. So in Univah, it's very intuitive to really dive deeply into editing your 3D models and reshading them if needed. That concludes this video. We hope you are enjoying the intro to Univah tutorials, as these are the official Univah learning documentation videos. See you in the next one. Have a nice day.